wondered why health insurance is so important? Well, if you have any questions, you have that thought, now is the time to talk about it in this video. So today, we're going to talk about why health insurance is important, and here's 4 reasons why you should pay attention to your own health and your health insurance. Now, when we get into health, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later in this video. But for now, I'm going to read what I see and what I typed in. And this is the reason why health insurance is important. Health insurance plays a crucial role in protecting both your physical health and financially well-being. Here's why it's important. Protection from high medical bills. Unexpected illness and injuries. Accidents and illness can happen at any time, leading to potentially massive medical bills for emergency care, hospital stays, surgeries, and specialized treatments. Preventing financial ruin. Without health insurance, this cost could easily exhaust your savings, force you into debt, and potentially lead you to bankruptcy. Negotiated rates. Insurance companies often negotiate lower rates with healthcare providers within your networks, saving you money on medical services, according to Sanford Health Plan. Number 2, access to quality healthcare. Facilitating care. Having health insurance makes it significantly easier to access the care you need when you need it, rather than delaying treatment due to cost concerns. Network of providers. Most health plans offer a network of doctors, specialists, hospitals, and other healthcare facilities, simplifying the process of finding and receiving care. Preventive care. Health insurance often covers preventative services like annual checkups, vaccinations, and screenings at no or low cost, allowing you to proactively manage your health and catch potential issues early. Chronic disease management. For individuals with chronic conditions, health insurance ensures regular access to necessary care and medication to manage their health effectively. Number 3, improve health outcomes. Early diagnosis and treatment. Health insurance makes it easier to get diagnosed and treated for illness in the early stages, which can lead to better outcomes and less severe conditions. Better management of chronic conditions. Individuals with health insurance are more likely to receive regular care and follow up for chronic conditions, improving their overall health and quality of life. Reduce mortality rates. Studies have shown that access to health insurance is associated with lower mortality rates and better health outcomes overall. Peace of mind. Number 4, reduce stress and worry. Knowing you're covered for potential medical emergencies and routine care can reduce stress and anxiety about healthcare costs, allowing you to focus on your health and well-being. Greater confidence. Health insurance provides a sense of security and confidence. Knowing you have safety net in place for unexpected health challenges. In essence, health insurance acts as a vital tool for managing the unpredictable costs of healthcare, ensuring access to quality medical services, improving health outcomes, and providing financial security and peace of mind. All right, so we just went over the 4, I wouldn't say rules, but we went over the 4 importance. So we talked about protection from high medical costs, access to quality healthcare, improve health outcomes, and number 4, peace of mind. I know that health is very important. I just got on the weight scale and I realized I'm at 229 pounds. And I am proudly going to say that I am on a health journey where today I ate nothing but fruits and vegetables and I drank water. I didn't eat any meat. I didn't eat any. I ate like this health bar. It's like one of those things you eat before you work out. That type of vibe. Like I ate one of those, but it was more on some like strawberry, raspberry type of thing, and it tastes pretty good. You know what I mean? But the more of me working on myself and working on my body, working on my health, it is important that I use my influence to tell people, hey, when was the last time you talked about health insurance? When was the last time you talked about your health? When's the last time you talked about your mental health? Your mental health means everything, guys. It means literally everything. If you don't have your mental health correct, you're going to end up making mistakes and you're going to end up hurting yourself and hurting others. So, with all that being said, that's why I would like to talk about health. Just health by itself. Health means you know what's going on. The doctor's keeping up. We know what's going on. So sleep apnea runs in my family. And unfortunately, due to the lack of breathing and I'm going through it, so I'm gonna just talk about me only. Sometimes I wake up out of my sleep and it feels like I'm not breathing. But I have a sleep apnea machine that helps me sleep, and I need to make sure that I'm using it so I can properly make sure I'm getting my rest without any health issues or health problems. So I think the reason why I started my health journey is because I felt the left side of my stomach getting stiff, and I said, you know what, I don't feel right. I was drinking alcohol, drinking beer, smoking blacks. I completely stopped smoking weed, but I know that I wasn't living healthy. I knew every time I ate Cookout, every time I ate Five Guys, those two, well, I'm gonna just say Five Guys. I know that I was eating more sodium than I'm supposed to be eating regularly. So I feel like the reason why I bring up all of this is to say, you know, we don't really know how much sodium we're really eating because the Cajun fries has so much salt, and they throw a bag full of French fries at Five Guys. So when I started my health journey, I bought a sauna suit. I have a bench where I can pull up. I can do chin-ups, and I can also do squats. So, you know, it started with, you know, just trying, you know what I mean? Then I ran on the treadmill. I bought me a sauna suit. The sauna suit literally, it doesn't matter. I feel like when it's cold, that sauna suit will still help me sweat. So right now, I feel like I'm getting rid of all the sugars, because when I first started working out, I was getting lightheaded. I was jogging on the treadmill and I was getting lightheaded, and I had to say, wait, slow down, stop. And from that point on, I said, you know what? I need to make sure that I'm hydrated. I got to make sure that I'm eating healthy. And I'm not going to get into the real reason why I started my health journey, but I saw a video that made me understand why I have to do what I have to do for myself and my health. You know what I mean? I see, you know, my elderly family. One is living on vegetables and, you know, may have, you know, a little bit, but it's a little bit of, you know, the food that we eat, but it's like, it's not every day. And then the other is drinking, smoking, and I feel like drinking brings a lot of depression, anxiety, I feel like, in my perspective, we're drinking like 80% alcohol. Like, we're not supposed to be drinking alcohol. In the sense of me thinking about 80% proof, 40% proof, like, that is killing us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only going to talk about what, what's going to help us better improve our health. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm doing this not only for myself, but I'm doing this for my audience. I want everybody to take heed of thinking about your future from 20 years from now, 30 years from now. In 30 years, I will be 63. And I told myself I want to live for a very, very long time. I see Warren Buffett. He's 94 years old. And I'm like, man, every time he speaks is very important. You know what I mean? Like, and I can tell that he's lived for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, I think now in my 30s, I think now I have to start thinking about my health. I have to start thinking about the foods that I eat. By me eating nothing but vegetables and fruits today, I was able to not be tired. I've been doing all these workouts. I run, I work out for at least 60 minutes. I have an Apple Watch. I don't have it on me. It's charging right now, but my Apple Watch keeps up with my health. It reminds me, like, hey, go walk for 54 minutes. Every time I see that, I get into my mode. At first, it felt like I was going through a battle. It felt like I was going through the toughest part. The toughest part is doing the workout, pushing yourself through the workout. I think that's the hardest part about jogging. I'm not running, I'm jogging. All right. Another key component is stretching. So when you stretch, that actually relaxes, your muscles. It gives you more flexibility. There was a guy I work with. He was doing everything that I'm doing now. And I'm like, I was so against it. I'm like, you're eating vegetables? You're eating fruit? I didn't understand. I didn't get it. I didn't really see what was going on. And he was stretching. He was doing yoga. He was like trying his best to like say, hey, Josh, yo, do yoga. He's 19 years old at the time. He's probably like maybe a little bit older. Maybe he's 25. Like, you know what I mean? But he was so young and he was showing me a way that I just didn't respect at the time. So at the end of the day, I learned from a long time ago that he never got tired. He always had a flexible body, and I feel like that plays a part in the daily routine of the health, you know what I mean? So by him doing that alone at the age of 19, I know he's going to live for a very long time. God willing, we don't know when our last day is, so I literally got to give myself and just work on myself every single day and say, look, man, I got a health journey. I plan on going back to college. I plan to play basketball again. I plan to do the things that I did as a kid. But this time, my level of focus is there. The level of financial literacy is there. The level of determination, faith, patience. I'm not going to rush anything. I'm always going to connect with people. I'm always going to learn. And I feel like I can influence others to go back to school. Not even, you don't have to go back to school, but just to get back into the program of just, because I knew a 33-year-old in college when I was in college. I was like maybe 22, 23. So he was 10 years old. He's 43 now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know there's more out there for everybody. I want to be a big advocate. I can preach what I'm talking about because I'm actually doing it. Yes, I ate chicken yesterday, but today was my first day, the first 24 hours of my life, including this. Once I, God willing, we have another day, I'm going to say, wow, I went 24 hours without eating meat. And I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just saying, think about your future. This is a very serious topic. I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. Now, let's talk about mental health. I feel like my mental health was low because I wasn't stretching, I wasn't working out, I wasn't eating healthy, and I was stressed out. I had anxiety, bills, everything that was not even something that you consider a problem became like it was a problem. So I had to start, realizing, okay, my mental health isn't correct. I had anxiety and depression for 2 days, and I realized I wasn't making my YouTube videos. So I pulled myself together. I seen a Tom Brady interview or documentary where he got picked second to last, or however, he was the 199th pick in the NFL draft, and he rose above all expectations. He outshined all the quarterbacks that was drafted before him. He carried his story as a legend, 7-time Super Bowl champ, Tom Brady. Please excuse my dog for barking in the background. And that pulled me out of my funk. And then once I got back onto YouTube, that's when I started my health journey, because I wasn't. Now I can talk about it now because I see why I was in a low space. I don't think I had depression. I don't think I had anxiety. I feel like I was just feeling low because I knew I was better than what people see me as. I know I am a smart, technical, video editing, songwriter, beat producer, engineer. I know I'm better than what I'm living. I'm just feeling like, okay, now I feel like God wants to see us and test us and wants to see how we survive through adversity. Some people can't handle adversity, man. I went through adversity and I'm still going through it every single day, to the point where it makes me want it even more. It makes me want to say, nah, let's go get it. He said I can't do it. She said I can't do it. All right, cool. That doesn't even make me mad. I think what makes me mad is the fact that they don't believe in me. When I don't see my views on my YouTube channel, that had me at a low point. I'm like, man, I'm putting out all this work, man. Ain't nobody watching my videos. All right. I'm watching people at the finish line. So that's what I would say to people. Don't watch people at the finish line. Don't watch the guys or don't look at the guys like Casanat or PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, whoever that has a lot of views, that gets a lot of views, Platboy Max, Duke Dennis. Don't look at those guys because they made it to the finish line. They can drop a video and make however much money they're going to make on the YouTube video. But don't let that discourage you. You want people to see your journey. You want people to see where you're at. And I know that there's going to be somebody not subscribed to me, and they're going to feel everything that I just said, and they're going to subscribe to this channel because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. The only way that I stop is if I stop myself. And I'm not going to stop anymore. I'm not going to worry about my views. I want you guys to know that, yes, I do care, but okay, my last video got 4 views. Is that going to stop me just because I have 4 views? No. I'm going to keep striving forward. I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to talk about health insurance, credit cards, loans, banks, everything that is dealing with financial literacy. So when it's all being said and done, you see me in a better space. I'm not even stressed no more. By me eating healthy, me working out or jogging every day, it led me into this point where I'm not worried about the world. And the last thing I'll say is I'm not really worried about money no more, because the people that worry about money are the ones that will start doing anything for the money, and I'm not going to fall into that trend. Only thing that I'm going to say to y'all is pray for wisdom. And once I got my wisdom, once I started seeing what's going on in the world, everything made sense. Everything started making sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to give y'all a yap session. I'm not trying to talk your head off. But I want y'all to start thinking, man. You know, once I got to this point, I'm able to be myself. I think that what hurt me for not growing on YouTube was the fact that I was trying so hard to be like someone else, or you know, not, or just looking at the finish line. I think that's what I was looking at. I was like, man, I was making 3,000 views on reactions. Then I got a copyright infringement. That slowed me down. And I feel like YouTube itself stopped promoting my videos. Ultimately, it led me to a low point. But now, as I look back at it, all I had to do was just keep dropping videos. I was dropping 91 videos for like 3 months on reactions. I have a notebook full of them, the titles written down, everything. So I knew I wasn't repeating the same video. So all I can say, my mental health is clean. I still need, it's a work in progress. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, but I feel better. You know, I can talk about my mental health. I can talk about health insurance. I can talk about my health and break it down from what I'm going through in my life. So when y'all see the video, y'all can relate that I'm human. I have emotions, I have feelings, but also it's about how you deal with adversity. And when you learn how to deal with adversity, that's when you grow as a person. That's why you know, become an influence. You're an influencer. You're influencing people to do better. Because now there's going to be people wanting to start talking about health insurance, or talking about health, talking about financial literacy. We're done on this channel talking about reactions. If you're going to make a reaction channel, get permission before you make the reaction. They don't respond, don't make the video. Simple as that. Get the permission. Hey, can I react to your video? Sure, you can react to all my videos. No, I don't want you to react to my video. Okay, you write down 10. Then you write down another 10. Then you write down another 10. That way you got 30 different channels that you can react from, and that's a lot of reactions for all my reactors. So it's about thinking, it's about knowing what you're going to do and what your next move is going to be. And I love these talks. I love these videos that I'm going to create now, because it's not like I'm just reading an article anymore. It's more about me giving my perspective on what's going on in my life that you guys can relate to, and honestly, you guys can share with me in the comment section. Now we have a engagement that will never be broken. We'll always follow up on each other. We'll always make sure that our mental health is okay. It is okay. I'm telling you to check up on your peoples. It is okay to put down your phone. Scrolling all day leads into depression, because you're watching everybody else have their best life or live their best life, and you don't see the ups and downs. You don't see them crying and stuff like that. Like, don't be fooled by social media. Social media will fool you. So be true to yourself. Let's talk about why health insurance is important. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Put God first. Eat healthy. I challenge you guys to eat vegetables and fruits all day long and see how you feel. Drink water all day. See how you feel. All right? All that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell me about y'all journey. Tell me about your health journey. I want to know. I want to know in the comment section. I want to know what y'all going through. I want to know the minds of the people that watch my videos. I care about you guys. All right. So, like I said, stay blessed by the best. It's your boy Super Rich JL checking out with another one with a banger video. This is a banger, man. All right. I deserve more views. I'm not gonna stop, and we're gonna continue to rise and grind. All right. All that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. We out. Gang, gang.